oh, you like this rapper or you like this band? Well, name me 5 songs and tell me what year they were released in. Otherwise, you're a fake fan. Alright, cool. Do you also want me to tell you the color of their poop on that specific day or what? So a couple of things disgusted and pissed me off last week. I mean, for the most part, last week was pretty good, but there were a couple of things that I did read, like how scabies can be contracted. But this one particular Reddit post on r/artist lounge, wow. The post kind of infuriated me. Honestly, I don't know if I can show it since the post did get taken down, but screw it, I'll just slap it on right over here. So the title of the post was, "What if I don't have a good enough reason to do art?" Alright, just by the title of the post, I hope we can all agree here that you don't need a good reason to do art. The next time someone tells you that you need a good reason to do art, just ignore them. At least that's my current stance on it. Anyway, let's read the post and then I'll share my thoughts. The OP goes, by that I mean not having deep symbolic ideas or necessarily looking to work as a professional artist. When I told my therapist about my childhood interests, he remarked the fact that, like playing video games, drawing was just another activity I used to forget about myself, like an escape mechanism, because at the time I was bullied and had no social life. He actually happens to be a graphic designer himself on the side. I showed him my art and he basically responded with, "Oh, it's nothing special, you're just imitating characters." Ooh, he's a shitty therapist if I've ever seen one. Obviously, I'm not like a therapist by any means, I'm only here to entertain, and I'm not entirely sure what the scope of their work is. Personally speaking, never gone to a therapy session, but if you do need professional help, please do go seek it out. But I don't know, I feel like something about a patient who's opening up to you, who tells you that they're bullied and that they've had no social life, and then they give you a piece of themselves, show you, the therapist, something that they work on their free time, something that they probably don't show to anyone. And then for you as a therapist to say that it's nothing special, you're just imitating characters. I can't quite put it into words. I'm not the most eloquent person, but I think that's a little out of line. Okay, look, obviously I don't know everything that happened behind the scenes, but imitating characters, right? Fuck what you think. This was the easiest layup ever. I'm assuming this person loves to draw characters that they know. Like, for example, maybe Wolverine, maybe Princess Leia, Padme, I don't know. And I don't like telling people how to do their jobs. If they're professional, I assume that they know what to do. But I'm gonna step out of line here for a second, and obviously I'm not a professional therapist or anything, but in this scenario, I feel like if the therapist had asked why you like that certain character or why you like drawing that certain character, like, I don't know, maybe ask questions along the lines of why you like drawing that particular character. Do you see something in the character that reminds you of yourself? Do you relate to that character, or do you aspire to be like that character? Something along those lines that could possibly ignite something in the patient, right? Maybe the patient might have come out of the session feeling much more confident in themselves, right? Like, if I was the patient, I wouldn't know what to say. Like, I'm here paying for your services, not to break me down even more, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's continue. They continue, quote, "Something similar happened to me when I exchanged a few words with a professional comic artist and I told him I'm developing an original comic. He said, 'You're not a kid, kids draw comics, so why now? You shouldn't burden yourself with that if you don't have a good enough reason to do it, a powerful message, and agenda. Am I even a real artist if I just choose to do art purely for fun and not for getting a career or some deep reason? And if not, is there really anything wrong with not being one? It's not like art is some self-destructive habit, is it?' God damn. Unless you're an aristocrat by the name of Dorian Gray, no, art is not destructive. Honestly, fuck them both. Fuck that therapist and fuck that comic artist. Comic books are for kids? Are you joking right now? Maybe Archie comics, yeah, but have you ever heard of The Walking Dead? With all the gore that comic has, I would hardly say that it's for children. Children and adults love Marvel comics. The same way people love the Clone Wars and The Last Airbender, for example. The thing with art is it doesn't have to mean anything, and people do art for a plethora of different reasons. If you want to start a comic book, start that damn comic book. If you want to draw that Instagram girl, draw that Instagram girl. If you want to draw that hot guy on Twitter, draw that hot guy on Twitter. If you want to draw that waifu or husbando, go ahead. No one is stopping you. If you want to make a statement through art, make that damn statement. I mean, two things can be true at the same time, right? It goes both ways. Art can have meaning and it can also have no meaning at all. People draw things for shits and giggles, and people also draw caricatures of I don't know, public figures or people they dislike. It happens all the time. People can gotta go crazy too. I saw this girl on Twitter drawing herself different League of Legends characters. Funny thing is, she was trying to apply for a position at Riot. I don't know if she actually got the job, but it's certainly a unique way of trying to get the company's attention. But back to the topic at hand, like I said, people make art for different reasons. Whether it's to make someone laugh or show their appreciation for a person. Maybe you want to draw that person you love, you know? Maybe you do art because you need to vent your frustration somewhere, or you know, you could also do art for therapy reasons. Maybe your reasons fall along the lines of wanting to work in a professional setting. And props to you, God knows how competitive that field is, goddamn. And I'm gonna stand up for my fellow hobbyists here. If you wanna draw just for the sake of drawing, go ahead. It is completely fine. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You're allowed to draw. Don't let other people discourage you from drawing. Everyone has their own definitions of art, but one thing is true for me. If you have the desire to create and you have the desire to make art, you're an artist in my eyes. No matter the skill level, no matter the intent. Call me uncultured if you want, I don't give a fuck. Make art because you want to. Draw if you want to, because if you just listen to people like that fucking therapist or that fucking comic book artist, if you're waiting to be unique, if you're waiting to have a good reason to draw, you're not gonna go anywhere, you're not gonna get anywhere with your art journey. Draw for your own reasons, whether it's for professional means or, you know, just for having fun. Anyway, that's all I really had to say for the matter. I don't know, people like the therapist and the comic book artist, they just piss me off. Oh, everything has to have a meaning around it. Why'd you use the color blue? Is it a representation of how sad you are? No, bitch, I just like the color blue. Fuck off. Like, piss off, dude. Let me enjoy. Damn. Anyway, a bit of a rant, I guess. Like, rant's over. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. If you agree or disagree, let me know. Anyway, see ya.